Hello and welcome back to Sussex Square Family TV on YouTube. Now, my family, the Crown star Olivia Williams, who portrays Camilla Parker Bowles in The Crown, has addressed the negative treatment of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and says this, and I quote, "You can't overlook the race issue." That's what she has said. My family, we all know that what Meghan has faced has been racism, jealousy, and the cruelty of the farm, which has been behind the smear campaign against Meghan, which continues to this day. It hasn't slowed down, not one bit. It continues to this day, and they haven't stopped, despite the fact that Meghan does not even live in the UK anymore. The smear campaign and hate campaign has not stopped. Despite running her out of the country, still, the hate campaign never stopped. My family, I believe it's important to amplify these voices like Olivia Williams, who is in a position of influence and power, calling out the negative treatment of Meghan and even addressing it. I believe it's important so we can be able to fight this hate campaign against Meghan, so more and more people can see what is happening with the smear campaign, because it needs to come to an end. The royal family, the farm, must call off its hounds, the UK tabloid press, against Prince Harry and Meghan, who are coming after Prince Harry and Meghan and have been coming for them for many, many years. The farm needs to demand that they stop the smear campaign, and the farm has the power to do it, but they won't do it. Instead, what they do is keep leaking stories, negativity against Meghan, Prince Harry, and even targeting Harry and Meghan's children, Archie and Libidana. It has got to stop. My family, before I say more about what Olivia Williams has said, I want to bring your attention to what happened a couple of years back. In an article printed by the Sunday Times, let me read you an extract from the Sunday Times on April 21st of 2019 on Sunday. This was the extract from the Sunday Times, and I quote, "This sense of embattlement has been entrenched by William's decision to reach out to senior figures in the media as he prepares for kingship, and by the apparent decision of those same newspapers to side with the palace." Repeat this. Those same newspapers to side with the palace over Meghan and Harry by peddling the most negative coverage of the Duchess' relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. Harry sees that as part of the headwinds against him, a friend said. At the time whereby UK press were going after Prince Harry's wife, bullying her while pregnant, Prince William was reaching out to the press. That is what he was doing. And this extract from the Sunday Times tells you where the smear campaign comes from. It tells you, just like Dan Woodron said, that the leaks, negativity coming against, Harry and Meghan, that against Harry and Meghan, negativity against Prince Harry and Meghan are coming from within the royal family. When Prince Harry and Meghan repeated that in the Oprah interview, that the farm was responsible of spreading falsehoods against both Harry and Meghan were called liars. Once again, my family, this article in itself, this extract of this article reads and says this: The apparent decision of those same newspapers to side with the palace over Meghan and Harry by peddling the most negative coverage of Meghan's relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. The palace has been responsible for the smear campaign against Meghan, and they're telling on themselves. And yet, even Meghan said these important words that, I can't expect, how can the farm expect, that we can remain silent when we know of the active role the farm is playing in perpetuating falsehoods against both Harry and Meghan? Remember, they had left the royal family. They had stepped down as senior members of the royal family. If you've been able to, successfully chase out Meghan from the royal family, why would you continue lying about the person you've chased out of the country? Then expect that person to be quiet. Even after she left, you are still going on and on, smearing her every single day to the press. Then you expect her to be silent. You expect her to shut her mouth. Seriously, how can the farm even expect that to happen? Because that's what they expected from Prince Harry and Meghan, to keep quiet while they smeared them day in, day out. Like someone says that, I want to destroy you. But guess what? Don't do anything about me trying to destroy you. Don't do anything about me trying to destroy a happy marriage. Don't do anything about me trying to destroy, your finances, your ability to provide for your wife, your kids, because that is what the farm was doing. And they expected Harry and even Meghan to just keep quiet while they are being destroyed by the farm, while the reputation is being destroyed by the farm. I've even seen grown men go on TV to complain about archetypes, saying that archetypes is a way in which Meghan is able to, correct the narratives that have been used by the farm and the staff owned by William and Kate Middleton that, belong to Prince William and Kate Middleton. And someone is complaining because after spending years smearing Meghan's name, after spending years trying to damage her reputation, her character, then you're complaining because she is speaking up and speaking out. How does that work? How does that even work? I mean, seriously. Then you complain that someone is trying to rebuild her reputation after you spent your time ruining it, because that's what the UK press have been doing, complaining that archetypes with Meghan is being used to rehabilitate Meghan's image, an image that the UK press have spent their time, years, doing everything in their power to destroy. My family, I am glad that they failed. So it's not about just race. The problem is Prince William as well. And even say someone called Marley Elise said these words, and I quote, on Twitter. I know it's a shame that William decided to partner with the same media that played a part in killing his late mom, the late Diana, to go after his own brother and brother's wife for being too popular. Diana will be proud of Harry for standing up for his family, not letting the system destroy them, because that is what the system wanted to do. That is the goal of the system, to destroy the spare. My family, I am glad that they have not been able to succeed in destroying Prince Harry the Duke of Sussex. I'm glad that they failed, and they'll continue to fail, as no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, or Libidana shall prosper. Let me go right ahead to what Olivia Williams said before I talk more about what William did. Olivia Williams says that she believes the criticism that Meghan faces is rooted in racism. The actress who plays Camilla Parker Bowles in the just released 5th season of The Crown was asked if the intense criticism Bowles experienced during the earlier days of her relationship with Prince Charles have been transferred onto Meghan in the present. According to Williams, race also plays a part in how Meghan, who has a black mom, Doria Ragland, and a white father, is being treated. And she also said that my husband's African American. I cannot overlook the race issue. Somewhere in the souls of the people who despise Meghan, I think that's an issue. Williams, who has been married for almost 20 years to actor Rashan Stone, said in an interview with the Sunday Times. Figure that. And yet, Sunday Times also, we can see how even the Times itself said that William, had chosen to side with the papers, which was also siding with the palace, peddling the most negative coverage of Meghan's relationship with Thomas Markle. And remember one thing, the biggest beneficiaries of the smear campaign against Harry and Meghan are Prince William and also Kate Middleton. Never ever forget that. And even on this issue, someone said that I definitely believe there were jealous feelings from William and Kate Middleton. No one was paying attention to Kate and William for years because they are incredibly uninteresting. Let me also add, lazy. I think people are beginning to figure out how this all really went down. I'm just glad Harry and Meghan found some peace. Someone said that. I'm glad Harry and Meghan found peace. Someone said that. The world is seeing what happened. And even to back up what Olivia Williams has said, who's married to an African American as well, I want to back up what she said on race being an issue. Dan Wootton wrote an article for the Daily Mail saying this was, and I quote Dan Wootton, a carnival of so-called expert in the UK working for GB News, said this in an article for Daily Mail, and I quote, that as a monarchist, he believes members of the royal family should be whiter than white. Also, let me say what Piers Morgan said in an article also for the Daily Mail. Piers Morgan said that, and I quote, Prince Harry should escape his work hell, come back to the UK, and marry a dim, white, conservative blonde, chosen for him by his brother, William. Piers Morgan said that. Isn't it how interesting how every road always leads back to Prince William? Every road always leads back to Prince William. On the carnival of so-called experts themselves, all roads in the smear campaign against Harry and Meghan, all roads lead back to Prince William. My family, Prince William should be held accountable for the pain that he has caused to Prince Harry and Meghan. It's a shame that someone whose own mother was chased to her death would end up siding with the same people that chased his late mother to her death. It's a shame, William. It's a huge, huge shame. Now, also, Olivia Williams also said that as a former actress, the Duchess Meghan might have assumed the royal institution would be as protective as a film studio, she said. When you're an actor, the studio looks after you, and it's in their interest to keep you safe. But that's not how it works in the royal family. They are looking after the crown. They are not looking after you. She said that. My family, I bring you back once again to the Oprah interview, whereby Meghan said that, the biggest mistake that she made was believing that the farm would protect her. That was the biggest mistake. And Meghan said that I will not be making that mistake ever again. Meghan clearly regretted having put so much trust in the farm that they would protect Meghan. Instead, the farm did what it has done throughout history. Do everything in their power to destroy the Spear. And this time targeting the Spear's wife. Why? Once again, Meghan's race comes into play. And don't forget also that King Charles himself put his coronation on the same day as baby Archie's birthday. He put his coronation not on the day of Prince Louis' birthday, his white grandson's birthday, not on the day of, Charlotte's birthday or Prince George's birthday. He chose his coronation to be put on the same day as his only biracial grandson's birthday. On that same day, supposed to be Archie's birthday, he put his coronation. We call him petty because he is very, very petty. Very, very petty and full of so much hate. And the crown itself downplays the character of Charles because Charles is much worse than how they portray him in The Crown. My family, describing her experience of filming the series as being kidnapped by an incredibly posh circus, William said she has actually met Bose, now the Queen Consort, alongside husband King Charles, in real life, and found her blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about that, Olivia Williams. My family also, I want to say this, that it's important that we keep speaking about, what happened to Meghan. It's important that the world sees what they did to Meghan. It's very, very important that the world sees what they did to Meghan. Very, very highly important. It's only then that we can fight the hate campaign. That is a big, big way that we can fight the hate campaign, exposing what the farm did and continues to do to Prince Harry and Meghan with the hate campaign. Because that hate campaign, it needs to come to an end. It needs to stop. Prince Harry will and shall not play the game. As Prince Harry said this once, and I quote, family members have said, just play the game and your life will be easier. But I've got a hell of a lot of my mom in me. Prince Harry said that because that person is a man with good heart. And imagine being attacked because you have morals, because you are dignified, you have dignity, you respect yourself. You respect your wife and kids. Imagine being attacked because of that. Because Prince Harry has been attacked because of respecting his wife, his children, because of showing them respect. My family, in this world, never let any single person ever turn you from being, a good person to a bad person, or to be like the rest of the members of the farm who sell their souls to the UK press. Prince William reaching out to the press, the same press that chased his mom to her death. William calling his own late mother, the late Princess Diana, paranoid, a woman chased to her death. And let's not forget, the late Princess Diana also wrote a letter saying that apparently the palace were planning on taking her life so that Camilla and Charles would be allowed to get married. Never forget, Diana wrote a letter before she died, expressing concerns, sounding the alarm that the royals, the farm, were planning an accident so that Camilla and Charles would be permitted to marry. Never ever forget that. And people did not pay attention. People did not listen. Remember, the cameras in that tunnel that Diana had a car accident were not working on the same day that she died. Cameras not working on the same day Diana dies. My family, doesn't that look suspicious to you? Doesn't that look suspicious to you? On the same day Diana passes away due to a car accident, the cameras in that tunnel are not working. And also, after she said that she would be killed, the palace were planning a car accident. My family, you tell me what you think about that. You tell me. The world didn't listen when Diana was pleading for help. She was called paranoid. She was called a scheming hysteric. Based on articles that have been written, that's what happened. She was called all manner of names by the UK tabloid press. Paranoid, a scheming hysteric. The world did not listen to her pleas. She was called crazy. And look what happened to Diana. What happened to her is exactly what she said would happen. And indeed, the late Diana died in a car accident in Paris. My family, it is high time that people don't fail this time. We cannot fail this time. Yes, we weren't there for Diana, yes. But we are here for Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. We are here to support the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan. Prince Harry and Meghan, we want you to know that we hear you. We hear you. And we have heard your request for help. We have heard Prince Harry's plea for help. Please look up the You Can't See. Look at the Oprah interview. That is a plea for help. That is a plea to be heard. A plea that the UK press have done everything in their power to silence and downplay the pain that they have caused to Prince Harry, and especially towards Meghan, who suffered a miscarriage. And don't forget, the same Prince William has shown his hand in the smear campaign by authorizing his own employee, Jason Knopf, to issue a statement against Meghan in court. In court. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you need of the palace's, need to do everything in its power to try and destroy Prince Harry? My family, if someone did that to you, you'd also want to fight back. You'd also fight back. If someone lied about you, you would also fight back because you are a human being. You are a human being. My family, Prince Harry is pleading for your help. Prince Harry and Meghan, both of them are pleading for your assistance. The question is, are you listening? Is the world listening? My family, I believe that each and every single one of you that is here, you are listening. You are hearing Prince Harry and Meghan's plea. And thank you for being here. Let's keep fighting the hate. Let us keep fighting the smear campaign. In the end, I have faith that indeed we shall win. Hate will never win. Only love wins. Make no mistake about that. Hate will never win. Only love wins. Hate shall never and can never and will never, ever win. My family, what do you think about, what Olivia Williams has said? What do you think about Sunday Times article that showed the part played by Prince William in the smear campaign against Meghan? The palace's role in the smear campaign. They admitted it. Did you listen? Did the world listen? We listened. The squad listens. We listened. The squad listened. The Sussex squad listened. And that's why we are all here. To support Meghan and Harry. Because we listened. It's high time the rest of the world listens and also fights this hate campaign against Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. My family, in response to what Olivia Williams also said on race being a factor in the mistreatment of Meghan, someone said that they told Meghan not to worry. They will look after her. And her biggest regret was believing them. They have put down any negative stories about William and Kate Middleton, but they never did anything to protect Prince Harry and Meghan. My family, once again, what I'm telling you, people are seeing exactly what has happened. And we need more and more people to keep talking about it. And also, we can't compare someone who was a third woman in the marriage, from mistress to queen, to a woman who simply fell in love while black. The vitriol, once directed towards Camilla, is not the same at what is aimed at Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. It's high time people realize that. Someone asked, if Kate and William can be protected, why didn't they protect Meghan? Simple. Meghan is the biracial black woman. Everything the monarchy hates. And yes, the monarchy is a very, very racist institution, no matter what they say. Their history with colonialism, slave trade. My family, that is who they are. And it's high time, my family, more and more people come forward to call this out and demand from the farm and the UK press to end the smear campaign. It's high time. And I'm glad that more and more voices are seeing what is happening. The racism that Meghan has been put through by the UK tabloid press. Even someone said that, what did Meghan do? Camilla, as a married 30-plus-year-old woman, actually conspired to groom a 16-year-old so her lover can marry her to beget heirs with Charles, while they continue their affair, with the ultimate goal to discard the woman after the heirs and the spare were born, which is what they did. Also, remember what Diana said, that after Harry was born, I believe that was a moment whereby the marriage seemed to come to an end, because Diana had served her purpose. Give birth to the heir and the spare. Her purpose was done. And King Charles, after that, couldn't care less what happened to the late Diana. And they continued to cause Diana so much pain and suffering. My family, the time for accountability is now. The time for the farm to face accountability is now. My family, someone said that this is what I don't understand. The abuse of Meghan, if you believe what Dan Wootton says, was ordered by the palace. The palace wanted to destroy her. It's not the general public that began to dislike Meghan from nowhere. But she has a point. It's obviously to do with her race. Someone said that the public does not hate Meghan. I think we don't understand who gets, eggs thrown at them. It's not Harry or Meghan. It's the king who got eggs thrown towards him. It's not Harry and Meghan who are booed. It's the King Charles who gets booed. It's William when he's towards the Caribbean. People say, William, leave our land. That never happens to Meghan or Harry. The press creates the illusion that Harry and Meghan are not liked, to continue drumming up hate against Harry and Meghan. Because William and Kate Middleton were so hurt with the attention, affection that Harry and Meghan were receiving from the public. And they couldn't stand it. And no wonder they continued to incite hate and partner up with the UK press to smear Harry and Meghan. No wonder Jason North, who works for William right now, was weaponized against Meghan in a court, whereby he should have still been against Meghan in court. Clearly, he never would have done that without the approval of his boss, William. It's not possible. So you're seeing their hands, and we know where it comes from. The jealousy of William and Kate Middleton is immense, and they are very, very jealous of Prince Harry and Meghan. And that's why, even once again, the royal family don't deserve to be called a family. They are dysfunctional. They have no loyalty towards each other one bit. It's high time that people open their eyes to this. It's high time. So my family, what do you think about Olivia Williams? What she had to say about, Meghan facing racism? And also, remember what Diana said about the royal family treating people, kindly. Let me end this podcast by saying what Diana said. When she was a guest in the royal family, she was treated kindly. Well, as a guest, she was treated kindly. Meghan also, as a guest, she was treated kindly, with the exception of the UK press that were very much racist towards Meghan. And also some members of the royal family, like the ones who wore a racist brooch, when Meghan first, attended dinner with, Prince Harry, her first time meeting members of the royal family. One member wore a racist brooch. So my family, Diana said that when she was a guest she was treated well. But after she joined the royal family, things changed. You can say the same thing happened to Meghan. That is what the fam does. They are full of so much jealousy and hate. And it's high time that people see them for who they are, exactly who they are. My family, they are a dysfunctional family. And with that, and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. What do you think about all of this? I want to hear your opinion. Kindly stay tuned to our next video. I love you, family, always and forever. May God bless, protect Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lipidana, and Doria Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Love you always and forever. And thank you for all of your support. And we must keep on fighting the hate campaign. I believe that hate will never win. Love wins. And thank you for joining the side of love. Thank you for fighting against hate. Hate will never win. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.